How do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice, practice, practice. This is an old phrase for anyone who's ever been in the performing arts, particularly music. It emphasizes that practicing skills is the best way to achieve elite levels of performance. Hi, I'm Mike Phillips. In this video, we're going to discuss the importance of practice, why it matters, and what it can do for you in your career. The story about Carnegie Hall is just another way of saying that practice makes perfect. And that's all well and good. But I'd like to make one small change to that expression. Practice does not necessarily make perfect. Perfect practice is what makes perfect. Why do I make this distinction? Because if you've ever tried to self-teach, if you've ever tried to learn a new skill and accidentally learned the wrong way to do something, you've experienced how much more effort it takes to unlearn something that you learned wrong and then to relearn and master it the correct way. Poor habits entrench easily, and with a technical skill like SEO, you can't afford to have poor habits. There's a lot of parallels between SEO and a performing art. SEO doesn't happen without your input. The magic of someone performing on stage doesn't happen unless that artist is there. SEO lies at the intersection of art and science. It is a technical skill that must be applied with human ingenuity, with human creativity. Because in the end, that is the value that you bring to your employer or to your clients. There is a lot of talk now about AI content writing replacing content writers. I don't believe that's necessarily the future of what will happen in the SEO and content writing field. I think those AI softwares will replace poor quality writers. They will replace the average and below performer. That's why you need to make sure through practice, through the right practice, that your skill remains above average. Because the one thing that AI cannot do is express creativity and nuance. Randomized acts of creation are something that AI is good at. A lot of the AI artwork that we see is actually quite good at this. But designing with deliberate intention is a human art, and that skill is what you combine with your technical expertise as an SEO specialist. This is where your ability will supersede what the AI softwares can do, what the average and lower performers are able to deliver, and what takes your contributions from meaningful to miracle. So if I were to bring this all back to one final conclusion that I want you to remember, it would be that perfect practice can make miracles. Practice deliberately, frequently, and accurately the skills that matter the most, and you will elevate yourself to a high performer. Be remembered and well compensated and successful in your industry. You've reached the end of this video. This video's purpose was to remind you to constantly practice what you're learning here in this course and what you will continue to learn as you evolve and progress as an SEO specialist. I hope you remember the value of what practice will bring to you in your career and that you can embrace practice as a necessary part of growth as a professional. Thank you so much for learning with me. I'm Mike Phillips, and remember, practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice does.